Yo, how y'all doing tonight? Hope you are having a wonderful Thursday night. Hey, and good night, Ghosh. And thank you. It's coming along nicely. I was thinking of doing the spiky grass pieces tonight. Definitely working on the little purple flowers I started. And didn't quite finish. So probably, yeah, it'll just be small stuff tonight. Which it always is, but for sure, I'm not gonna get into big variations or new things tonight. Simply adding a bit of vibrance to what's already there. Oh my god, the sponge that I have over the paint right now. Holy shit, it's such a mess. Whoa. Okay. The paint is still intact. Looks like my purple's still pretty pliable, pretty usable. It's a little watered down. For sure, it'll be fine. You can always put a little fresh in to thicken it up a bit. But I think we're good. So, hi. Hope y'all are doing well. It is going to be a pretty short little thing tonight. I have work in the morning. Bright and early. I have to be up at 6:30, so we will not be staying up incredibly late tonight. Ooh, this palette is a mess. Last time I was on, the paint was so watery, and I have so much of this like gray, green, and brown that it could easily drip into my lap. So I have to make sure I hold the palette nice and horizontal. Probably need more white. I don't see any. Oh, there's some white. It's a little watery, but everything is, so. Oop. Right. I can't believe I'm staying up so late. I guess it's because I didn't work today. I meant to stream last night, but I slept again, man. The sleep just hits me so hard. I think I'm probably going to end up using a lot of these purple flowers. Maybe another color too. Kind of dotted in. I am liking this painting. It feels like it started off really quick and then it's taken me a long time this past like month because I just haven't been on as much, you know? Oh, that is still coming out so green. Oh, there's a bad water drop there. Oh my god. That did it all. Whatever. Fine. We'll just redo that. So I can need a neon pink in here. Anyway, I feel like I haven't streamed in a long time. I guess it's been like almost an entire week. Which is wild because it feels like it's been so much longer than just 1 week. I don't know, I just felt like painting tonight. I felt like I could get a decent amount done, you know? Why not just dive right in, right where I left off? Hey, Shantam. Like, I do have all my gear set up and ready to go at any time, so why not take advantage of it if I'm not tired? You know, I can stay up occasionally. It's fine. Doing these purple flowers is nice. Surprisingly, the purple itself is not popping the way I thought it would. I guess because the green's actually way more vibrant than I think it is. Green is pretty intense. I'm just doing these little, excuse me. Ooh. Doing these little like purple, blue, white smeared little circles, basically. Little clusters. I'm not really doing any leaf or anything, just doing like stems and then big clusters of these. Excuse me. And then probably at the back, I'll just do like purple dots. Where it's the distance, you know? Okay, I got a few more up here on the top area. I'm just moving right along. Today was just so nice. I did nothing. I haven't been to the gym at all this week. Oh my god. I had to stay late at work a few days, which is fine. I'm considering it an off week at this point. Like, oh, I can pick back up next week and be fine, you know? A little bit of blue, a little bit of white smeared in, and then we just kind of bring it all in. That one doesn't have a lot going on for it. I definitely need the pink here. Hey, Alex. How's work? Heard you got a raise? Yeah. It was great. We'll see. It's been, yeah, work's been nice. I mean, it wipes me out, but it's been nice. Going to the gym a couple days a week after work, since I get out usually around 3:30. I have time to do that. Still make it home at a decent hour. And falling asleep very early. Very, very early. Super duper early. What's the other thing I mentioned that I got? Let me check Discord. I hardly remember even. What did I say? Oh, overtime. Hey, Haley. I didn't. Honestly, I'm not super tired, but, you know, staying up late is such a rare treat these days. Oh my god, I have like no room for this, but we're gonna have to make room. I've got to get a little bit of this out. Oh, you're starting a new job Tuesday, Haley? Oh shit. Hell yeah. Congrats. Am I gonna be able to get paint out of this? Oh, there is. Yep. Come on. There we go. Congrats on the new job. Seriously. It's awesome news. Feels so weird not streaming that much. But falling asleep early and being fully awake by 7 a.m. is pretty wild. But tonight, I'm staying up late. Alright, so, ooh. Really don't want to drip this on anything here. Oh, wait, ooh. I cannot, oh shit. I can't lean the damn palette. Not good. Alright, we're fine. A little bit of pink. Said it before, but it's been so long. And it was like a warehouse, right? But yeah, congrats on the new one. Alright, oh, we made a mess in multiple areas of this palette. Luckily, none dripped off the palette. Okay. So I need to do the stems of these guys. Fun. Outlining everything is gonna be very... I almost want to do it with like a pen or something. It's gonna be very cathartic though. It's gonna feel so good. After doing all of this coloring. To work with your best friend since you got a referral from her. Oh, you referred her. Nice. Congrats on the referral. What? 1 year, 1 week? Oh shit. Damn, it was officially a year a week ago? Congrats, Haley. That's wild. an entire year on twitch.tv/pinkjjs. Oh, pink_JJS. Thank you for continuing to be here. Alright, oh, there's actually one more up here. One more purple flower bunch. And then I'll just sprinkle some in, you know? Because why not? I do need to get back to Skyward Sword. The immediacy of it hasn't hit me yet, but I do need to hop back into it. Otherwise, I'll forget how to play. The controls are a bit different. Jobs like 2 minutes from your house? Ooh, that's even better. It's nice when the job's not far away. A long commute can really take it out of you. But yeah, congrats on a new job and a short commute. It's a win. Double win. Agency job. Oh, like a temp agency type thing. I mean, I don't know. Who knows? Some company might pick you up from it. You know, you never know. I don't know. I've never worked for a temp agency. Any job better than none. Yeah, to a degree, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Any job better than no job? This scares me. The job is packaging cookies. Oh, that doesn't sound too bad. Sounds chill. Work. I say package away. Doing full-time. Nice. This is good news. Congratulations. I didn't realize how many planned bunches of these purple flowers I really had in here. There's a lot. You can save up and buy stuff for streaming, new cam and mic. I mean, you can get pretty good stuff with a modest investment. The mic I'm using was like 200 and something bucks. And it's a pretty good mic, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I'm no pro streamer, but it feels like it's a pretty solid mic. You want a Razer brand? I've never had a Razer. I'm sure they're good. Oh my god, the water on that brush. Panic. It was about to rain down onto the painting. It would have been an absolute mess. I just got to embrace, like, some of these flowers have felt like, am I doing it right? This feels weird. It doesn't feel right, but I think I just gotta switch them up. I also need new clothes. Oh my god, preach. I don't know why I'm so hesitant to spend money on clothes. I think it's right now I have a lot of decent clothes that just don't fit me from before COVID. Like a little more determined to try and fit back into those than I am to buy new clothes. It's gonna happen, damn it. It's gonna. Oh, it's definitely gonna. Not only is it going to, it has to. Ooh, oops, I just made a total mess. Oh my god. You need to save at least 500 or more than you can spend. Saving money's easy if you don't really go out. Which I never do, so it's always been kind of easy for me. I stay home, and then stay home some more. Shit's great. I'm not really getting the same vibe from these flowers I was the other night. I'm not quite replicating them the same way. Which is fine. I mean, they'll be different. It's fine. I have been watching All Star 6. I have indeed. My free trial of Paramount Plus has ended. And I have been charged for the first time. My husband got a lot of Star Wars watching out of it too, so. Yeah, I mean, it's what? It was like $10 a month. And I'll keep it for like 2 or 3 months. Not a bad deal. I definitely won't keep it. It doesn't have a ton of shit I really care about. Paramount Plus. Not really. Like, it has the real world, which would be fun nostalgia watch, but doesn't even have that many seasons of it. And not seasons I give a shit about. For like later seasons. The new episode's okay. I like the new episode. I don't know. The season's been alright. I mean, I haven't been like amazed, you know. It's a good season. I think my just general long-term interest in RuPaul's Drag Race is waning a little bit, you know. It has been going for some time. Oh, Pandora's definitely gone next. Spoiler alert. For sure. No doubt about it. 100%. Alright, I'm just gonna sprinkle in purple dots here and there. You want Ginger to win? To me it looks like it's probably gonna be Ginger or Raja. Maybe Kylie. Those are the obvious ones to me. Maybe Trinity. Oh. Which one did I just go into? I think it was the one at the bottom of the painting. Whoops. Luckily it looks like I put my arm straight down into it instead of smearing it, which is good. Because I couldn't even really tell that I did it. So we're great. Oh, you know what? This path needs a few more little white dots on it. Up here. All right. Great. Great. Really great. Hmm. So many things you want to buy but need to save money. Saving money is always a good idea. But buying things is nice too, you know. There's a way to do both. I don't know. I don't know what your shopping habits are like, so. Spend lots of money on Twitch. Well, you can, you know, don't spend as much money on Twitch. Spend it on other things. This is not a bad thing. Spend money on what you want to spend it on. If you can't sub to me because you want to buy shit for yourself that you want or need, then definitely save for the stuff you want and need. Always. I'll still be here painting, chilling, hanging out. You know? Cue sad chrono music. Ah. You're gonna save up money so you can buy your mom a birthday gift. That is very nice and sweet. I bet she'll love it. I'm debating if I really like the pink circles. Not sure. Well, I tried, but a little too early for that kind of detailing. Let's see. I'm thinking honestly now would be a good time to give things some texture. There's so much to consider at this stage of the painting. Oh my god, not an ad. Oh, that kills me. Oh, at least it's Guy Fieri. Are you there, God? It's me, Guy. Right in the middle of a emotional peak in the song. How devastating. Oh. Oh my god. The water that collects on this brush. Hey, Kid Knives. I'll take a sip. One moment. I hope you're doing well. Okay, let me set this down. This mess of a palette. Good night, Haley. Thanks for hanging out. Save up your money. I'll see you around. Alright, it's already been an hour and I've done almost nothing. It feels like. Hey, Drat. Yes, it is art time. I wanted to take that up a little bit. We're gonna take that up and we're gonna go over this a smidge. We're gonna clean it up a tad. Just a little smidge. Yep, just sitting here listening to some of my favorite video game music of all time. Might as well. I know I've listened to it on stream a million times before, but I'll listen to it a million times again. Do you work on it? I have not worked on this off stream. I've been thinking for my next painting, first I'm gonna I've got a little wall shelf, and I'm gonna mount a wall shelf and clip the camera bendy arm to that and take the tripod off the desk. That way I open up a little bit more desk space to work with. And then I'll just like work on stuff on stream, but also like off stream, and then just save all the footage to make a time lapse. And if you want to see the full painting, you know, I'll just put time lapse videos on YouTube or something and do random streams of it, because I could be sitting down for like an hour or two and working on it off stream all the time right now. But instead I'm just like sitting on the couch with my husband because I don't want to like stream. But I could just like go over here and paint for like, you know, an hour and a half, 2 hours every couple nights. You know, it would be the same as me streaming now, except some of it would just be done off stream. And then I would just release a final YouTube video of like all of the footage time lapsed. Because I've been recording all of this one for another time lapse. I really want to get a better camera. Eventually, you know. Oh, Drac, I finally played your Zelda level. It was kind of intense. It took me like 7 minutes, but I did die at some point. I ran out of time. It was not, I mean, it was like not that challenging for me. It didn't have a bunch of like intense moments, I thought. The boss battle, the Bowser, was kind of intense. I don't know how I want to do the texture on this bush. Really a Metroid level. Yeah. I don't know if I gave you the code to my Legend of Zelda level, but my level is ridiculous. Pretty sure it took Zeb like almost an entire. It took him a couple hours, I think. He ended up finding a pretty big cheese on that one though. So kudos to him for that. Your world has brought a great frustration. It ain't easy. It's not easy. Oh, you have my ID. Yep, my world is not easy. Generally, it's still left to right. In most cases. Most. I just want to put some purple dots up here somewhere. Generally. Generally left to right. Gotta bounce. Take it easy. Thanks for popping in. Always good to see your name in chat. Be well. And all that. I'll be chilling. Playing Zelda and painting. Doing a whole lot of that. Okay. Take it easy, Drac. I should probably do more purple flowers on this left side of the path. Instead of just letting it slip and go to another session. Not advised. Yeah, I've just been, I don't know, catching up on a lot more sleep at night. It's hard, man. Trying to stay up past freaking 9 p.m. Waking up at 6 a.m. is crazy. I swear, all the sad music from Chrono Cross is just so good. It just really takes me there, you know? I do like the bush outlined in the bottom there, though. And I have so much of this green gray. All right. Cute flowers. It's probably, oh, the next to last song for Chrono Cross. Oh no. Hmm. A lot of purple circles tonight. Oh, I forgot. This is definitely it. It's so weird because when I make them white, it's like the rest of them look weird if they don't have white in them. They like completely fade away to me. It's so weird. I'm definitely doing like way more of these purple circles than I did in the first batch of these flowers. Hmm. I could probably be making this way easier on myself. The way I'm painting these is kind of ridiculous. Okay, well, whatever. They're coming along. It's just like they're different flowers. Picture they have for this Chrono Cross mix is some really cute fan art. Like the Kingdom of Zeal with Shala and Janice standing on an island looking at it while it's still up in the sky. It's very cute. Very well done. And we're switching over to Piano Zelda. Hmm. Like I made those flowers kind of tiny. Supposed to be a little closer to the camera. just a lot left to contemplate with this piece. It's just gonna go on and on. Hey, Epioa. How you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful Thursday night, early Friday morning, wherever you are. Wait, why did I just go back into the purple? Ooh, I was holding the palette a little too sideways for another moment there. Could have been a disaster. Sub badge is purple. Nice. I don't even, which one is purple? Oops, 7. The 6-month badge. Thank you for 6. That's so wild. Been watching me for 6 months. I'm honored. Oh my god.
This number.
7-month streak. Thank you, Epo. Oh my god. Very much appreciated. Thank you for supporting my little painterly endeavor here on Twitch. Started with Animal Crossing. Well, it started with painting many years ago, but it evolved with Animal Crossing, and it will continue to evolve. I love it, you know? It's great to be here when I can be here now. Or whenever. I have been getting amazing sleep and missing streams, but the fact that you've continued to support me really does mean a lot. The painting shall continue. Oof. This little cluster that I'm doing is a little rough. A little different. Cool. The mess. Okay. It's got a little more color to it in there. Cut through some of the green with some purple. Some violets. Deep blues. You know, just some flower clusters. There was a lot of green in there. And honestly, there's still tons of it everywhere. I wonder if little white dots would look neat in the grass. Maybe once I clean up some of these purple flowers and then do the spiky grass. And like little white dot clusters. Like little wildflowers, you know? Still not sure how I'm gonna get this shrub texture in the front. Do I really need it? Maybe I don't really need it. I do kind of like the painterly quality of the treatment I did on these shrubs. A lot of like green color shifts in there that are kind of nice, you know? Ooh. Some of this piano Zelda music is so good. I'm just going to add purple dots to these so that way they're a little more closely aligned with the others stylistically. Hey, Osage. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. Oh my gosh. Had a lot of visitors tonight. It's been really nice. The painting is coming along. I'm enjoying it. I'm really struggling with what color these spiky things need to be. Just got the final item in Skyward Sword. I still haven't even started the first dungeon yet. So slow. I've just been wanting to paint, but I've been too tired to paint. I think I'm gonna have to go with like yellows. Yeah, 55 hours on it. Damn. Been loving it then. How have you been? I've been good. Work's been really nice. I have been falling asleep so early. I wake up at like 6:15 to 6:30, so falling asleep ridiculously early. Like, I always intend to stream on Wednesday and Saturday night. Yeah, because I have like the next day off, but I've been falling asleep. I've been straight up falling asleep. The nice thing is though, like the store closes at 5. So at latest, I'm working until 5. And up until this week, which I've been having to stay a bit later this week, but I get off at like 3:30 in the afternoon. Like, so nice. I have a lot of green. I'm gonna make some yellow here, and I'm gonna mix that in with green to do these spiky plants. See how much I can get done tonight. But yeah, 6:15 is pretty damn early. I leave the house by 7. I have to be there at 7:15. Fortunately, I only live like 15 minutes away from it. So it's really not bad. The commute's not bad that early. All right, I kind of want to mute this out. Wonder how a little bit of this like brown would go in it. Let me close this though. You're on that early wake up schedule again too. It's like him getting the sleepiest like 8:30 to 9:30. I'm like hanging on for dear life. And I can barely make it to 10 most nights. The pupper's doing so well. She's learned how to sit and to lay down. Hey, got a queen. Oh my gosh. Hey. She learned how to lay down, I swear, within like an hour of training. It's wild. I came home one day and my husband wasn't home yet. And I was just like, had just gotten home. I went to the gym. So I was like getting ready to shower, you know, and I just was like, I'm going to grab a couple treats and I'm going to see if she can learn to lay down. Got a queen? Thank you. 2 months.
Pink JJ love, Pink JJ love, Pink JJ
love, thank you.
Pink JJ love.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I was just getting ready to hop in the shower. And I was like, you know what? She can kind of. Oh, I used too much brown and fucked this yellow all up. And, you know, I just was like, kept going at her until she laid down. She was trying all kinds of stuff. What? Oh my God, Anonymous. Thank you out there. Thank you, Anonymous. Okay, well, I really fucked this up. I should not have used brown or this much brown. This really. It's not a bad color. It's turning very mustardy. Thank you, Anonymous Gifter. I got see. I know I have barely been on. What? Oh shit, y'all started a fucking hype train up in here? Holy shit, what is going on? Thanks, y'all. hostage giving that gift sub to Haley. I do believe Haley has passed out, but Haley will wake up and be quite
Got a
pleased.
queen cheered with 100 bits.
Thank you for the biddies, Got a queen. 100 biddies. She was loud, but you know what? We're here for loud biddies. Sure. I appreciate it. Okay, I don't hate this yellow, but it wasn't really the yellow I was looking for. But I'm going to try some more muted colors in here. I think a muted color is like not a bad idea. I want more green in it though. I'm gonna have to separate a little out. And I don't know where we're gonna put it. Maybe over here with the purple. What? Holy shit. Epoa. Holy moly, y'all. A gift sub to Nikki, Fuke, Ono to Yuki, T-Bone, and Bio Ginger Kate. Damn. Giving the hookup. Thank you so much, Epoa. Shit, y'all. Aw. Thank you for supporting me. And showing me love. Oh my god. Enjoy those gift subs, friends. You get the Kurt emotes, you get ad-free viewing. I know I'm not honest frequently, but I do appreciate the support. Got a queen,
Got
thank
a
you for the
queen cheered
biddies.
with 200 bits.
She loud. Thank you. But we love it. All right, we're making... You know what? I'm just going to squeeze some fresh green into this. Like, honestly. Where is... I need my lime. My emerald. Y'all are so sweet and generous. Oh my god, level 3? Oh my god. I missed level 2. Damn, y'all are wild. Thank you. The sweetest. Get in there, green. I don't know what I'm coming up with here. Wasting a shit ton of paint, but you know what? It's fine. How you been? I've been doing good. Just been working, getting my full work weekend, waking up early as hell. Wait a minute. A host. Thank you for the host too, Gutta Queen. Yeah, waking up early as hell, getting off work pretty early. Trying to get a run in at the gym. They just... I don't know if I'm going to have to start wearing a mask again. I know I am at work, but I don't know what's about to happen with the gym. It's like just starting to get into it, you know? I took this week off because I've been getting off later. It's been harder for me to get over there. But I've been doing well. Eating a little bit better, sleeping a little bit better. You know? It's pretty wild what having a schedule will do for your, like... I mean, I don't know. Honestly, streaming helped me a lot when I wasn't working, too. So... Ooh. Oh, I thought I was getting paint on myself. Just having something to do, you know? Alright, we do have a yellow, and you know, I'm just gonna roll with these colors. Fuck it, you know? I like them. Will they work necessarily? I'm not sure. I got a lot of green options in here. Some yellow. But yeah, work's been good. I have no complaints there. It's different and new. Kind of refreshing. County's going back to mask required for government buildings. You're assuming it'll be public spaces indoors again. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with our county. I don't know if they'll go full mask mandate again or not. The biggest city in North Carolina, so maybe. But yeah, I've been working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then having Thursday off, and then working Friday, Saturday, and having Sunday off, which is nice. You know, I can dig it. Having a weekday off is underrated. Sucks it's not 2 days in a row, but what are you gonna do, you know? Thank y'all for the hype train. Got some hype train emotes. I appreciate it. Thank you for the love. Thanks for the cash. Y'all are sweet. Choo choo. What's your favorite flower? I really like just like lilies. I think lilies are pretty. Um I worked at a flower shop for a short stint. Ooh. Um a while. It was a long time ago. Had a lot of different jobs over the years. Hey T-Bone. I like lilies. I think they are pretty. There was something else that I really liked. Let me look up common floral arrangement flowers. Lilies, I don't know. Find the shape really striking. Like the lighter edges. I don't know the proper terminology for flowers, but like the way they open up. Hmm. Was it gardenias? Gardenias are pretty. Irises. Irises are pretty. Yeah, irises are nice. Oh shit, I do want to become famous. I'm gonna just keep that link there forever so I can reference it in the future. What made me get into streaming? I originally started painting and streaming a long time ago, maybe like 2017 or 2018. I did it a handful of times. Um, and I was just using like a shitty webcam. Was like, I may have just been using like the eyesight in my iMac at the time. And I was just like, you know, messing around. And then I originally was doing that on and off just randomly. I did Chrono Cross a couple times on stream too. And then I was just like waiting for an Animal Crossing game, and I had my Switch, and I was like, this is gonna be the Animal Crossing game that I stream. and I bought a new computer in like late 20, no, I guess it was like early 2019. But I got the computer because I got a capture card and was like, I'm gonna be ready to stream Animal Crossing, and then the capture card didn't work with the computer. Surprise, surprise, the computer was too old. So then I got the computer and was like, I can stream Animal Crossing. And then I started streaming Animal Crossing the day it came out. I was streaming Breath of the Wild leading up to that, but basically the regular streaming came because of New Horizons. And then I was jobless in September. However many months after New Horizons came out. How many months is that? Like 6 or 7. And so I was able to stream like every day. For real, for real. And I really enjoyed it. But yeah, streaming painting was the thing that got me to do it originally. I could just like chill, listen to my music. This was when Twitch was way more lax. And, you know, just paint whatever I wanted to paint. It was really nice. All right, yeah, I think I'm going to go with like that yellowish and greenish yellowish moment. This panini has been rough for some. Yeah. I mean, honestly, losing the job was a bit of a blessing in disguise. I was not getting paid shit for what I was doing there. The job I have now is way more chill. There's a lot to learn, you know? There's like a steep learning curve with it. But I'll eventually get over, you know, all that. I think I'll grow to really enjoy and feel confident at it in time. I think it'll help me with my art. I think it'll just help me all together. So I'm kind of excited. Akel Beth, thank you. So cute. The painting, thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated. I really want it to feel like it's alive with detail. I don't know how to describe it. I just want it to feel really kind of dense and lush. The yellow works with the purple. Amidst all the green. I'm liking it. think I should mix in some white too, but the yellow might be enough. Maybe. It does feel like it's almost done, but it won't be truly done for me until I get to outline virtually everything. Definitely needs some white. Oil-based? Nah, it's just acrylics. Right now, they're heavily watered down from being kept with like a damp paper towel and a sponge over them for a week in like a plastic container, so I can continue to use the color palette. So they're a little watered down, but no, they're just acrylics. It is. Water's got a nice texture to it. Thank you. I do like that particular part of the painting. I do feel like is really nice. Helps draw the eye in. The water is the most soothing part, for sure. I feel like ultimately that's going to be the place for the eye to rest, while the rest of the painting is kind of like lots of line work. It's not going to be loose, but it's going to be comparable to like these ferns. So it's going to be crisp to match the spring lines and stuff, the water texture in there. But I don't want it to be, I want it to feel kind of like flowy and like floaty. I don't know how to describe it, but Yeah, I was gonna do some kind of like linear texturing to the bushes and the trees. I'm just not sure exactly what it's gonna be just yet. But yeah, the foliage, all that. I'm hoping. I mean, I like kind of the painterly texture that's in there now, but I do feel like it needs something on top of it, as I always do. I can just kind of make some of these little greenish yellow wisps in the back here. You know? Let's start down here. More story to the painting. It's gonna be a feast of line work at the end. This is still what I consider underpainting, ridiculously enough. What kind of forest do you imagine? I see this more as like a curated kind of forest garden. I think Alex pointed it out, and it does feel kind of true that it's almost like a forest you might stumble across in Breath of the Wild. Put together, but also kind of natural. I'm going to put little baby mushrooms in here. I I guess I probably will try to put in like a little woodland creature or two. Maybe like a little bird's nest up and nestled in this big tree in the front would be kind of cute. We could do like a little fox somewhere. I don't know. I will take another sip. Thank you. It's already 1:30, y'all. I said I was gonna stop at 1:30. But the yellow grass is looking so good. Thank you for making me take a sip. Keeping me hydrated. Much appreciated. Ooh, what's your AMA? What's up, Gutter Queen? Ask me anything. How did you get into painting? Were you always this amazing? Stop. I got into painting in high school, which is funny because I never took an art class in high school because the art teacher at my high school was a crazy old man. Um, and I had friends that were in like his class, and he was like just not great. But one night I was with my brother's friends, my brother's friends, you know. They used to, my house was like the teen hangout house of the neighborhood in like the dawn of the internet age. This is like 2001 to 2008. Um, and they used to come over and do all kinds of shit, you know. And one night, my brother bought this like painting stuff. And you know, I was pretty good at art in like middle school. Not like amazing, but I enjoyed it. And my brother bought this painting stuff for like a little excursion they were gonna have. They were gonna have like a, I guess like a little trippy party because they were like teenagers thinking of shit to do while they were getting fucked up. And so he bought all this painting stuff, and I didn't get fucked up at the time, but because I was still, yeah, like it was probably a school night. I don't know, but I did paint some stuff and I enjoyed it. I wonder what happened to those paintings. I think my brother might have kept them. They might be in a box in my mom's attic somewhere at this point. I'm honestly not sure. You were in middle school. I was in middle school. I graduated high school in 2005. So, yeah, I would have been in high school and early college. Middle school, I think I was just finishing middle school in 2001, right? Does that? It's like I remember when I was super young, I was like, I'm gonna turn a teenager in 2000, right? Yeah, it was like a big deal. So yeah, middle school in 2001. I'm about the same age. Pretty wild to think about. 20 years ago. What I was doing. Honestly, the answer to that is probably not much different than what I'm doing now. Except in my own space and, you know, being on the internet, painting or drawing, listening to music. About the same. The feels on the bus left the station. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I mean, a lot has happened in 20 years. Don't get me wrong, but also a lot's the same. Which is, I don't know, conflicting. I think I have to commit to finishing this yellow grass tonight. The good news is I don't think there's as much of it as I thought there was. I mean, this corner was kind of loaded, but I got it all done pretty quickly. I didn't really use my pink tonight, except down here that I quickly changed it. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll just be able to stream while my husband's still in the room watching TV and I won't care about the background noise. And I can still stream like earlier. It's just that if I did stream earlier, it would be the time where I'm like literally nodding out. For some reason, if I end up staying up, I get way less sleepy after 10 p.m. than I am between 8 and 10. Guess my brain's a little broken that way. But yeah, the back to how I started streaming. I guess I can circle back around to that. I the first painting that I did on stream was the pink painting that I show a lot, and is like used for some of the streaming texture backgrounds for like when I was streaming Zelda and stuff. That was the first painting I did in this kind of like style that I've developed. And it was the first painting that I streamed. No, it wasn't the pagoda. It was the pink one with like the cabin and the blob trees. It was this one. This was the first painting I ever streamed. I think I might still have some of those on YouTube, but I was streaming playing whatever music I felt like at that time. And I don't know, it's probably a lot of those ones are blocked. Like I can see them, but I think most of them are like blocked to most countries. Yep, the pink painting was, I think, the first stream I ever did. I actually got like a pretty big raid during my first ever painting stream, and oh my god, y'all. It might be saved as a highlight, I'm not sure, but was the quality a mess? And this was back in like 2017 or whatever. I don't even know what year. Hmm. Keep feeling like I'm hearing the puppy, but I think she's sound asleep. It's so wild to think she's already like... She's, I mean, basically housebroken at this point. She goes on her little puppy pad like 9 out of 10 times. And most of the time she goes, but she just like misses. And definitely goes outside if we take her out there and she actually has to go. The fact that I was able to teach her to lay down in like a 30-minute stint of just getting home from work and repeating the command with food in my hand until she got it is just amazing to me. Oh, since I haven't been streaming as much too, I've had like a little more time to like, you know, watch a show before I go to bed or whatever. And I don't know if anyone's seen this yet, but if you haven't seen White Lotus on HBO, like a little mini series about a group of guests who go to like a hotel in Hawaii or something. I think it's like a 6-episode mini series and it just aired like the 3rd episode. It's been pretty ridiculous so far and fucked up, but I would recommend. If you have HBO Max or whatever, check it out. Trying to focus a little bit and get a couple of these done tonight. I want to try and get... I don't think there's that many left to do. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 4 here. There's like 12 or 13. But one of them is really big. I can take another sip. Yeah, everything does need this like flowy texture to it. Even the bushes and the trees. I'm thinking even the path I might go back and add like lines into. don't know why this one by the spring looks so weird to me. Must be the shape. These dungeons are so insanely good. Yeah, I have heard good things about the dungeons in Skyward Sword. Ooh, big water droplet. Can't wait to play them. I'm gonna take it nice and slow. It'll take me months, just like Breath of the Wild did, probably. Refreshing to play a Zelda game you haven't played before, for sure. So, ooh. So far, so good. Isn't this is Wind Waker Zelda music, isn't it? Pretty sure. I think it's sailing out on the open seas. Right? I think it is that music. Am I making that up? I could be making that up. Yeah, just more subtle. A good version. I'm really tempted to put like white tips on that plant. Oh my gosh. I think I have a pimple on like My nostril. So painful. Fortunately, I'm this big on your screen, you can't even tell. But it hurts. This piano Zelda mix is honestly astonishingly good. Relaxing Legend of Zelda piano music by YouTube user Delice Musical. It's really good. Hey, Palm. Good to see ya. You are up late. Staying up late. Finished Skyward Sword the other day. And started... Ooh, Minish Cap's good. An underrated Zelda game, for sure. I enjoyed it. My playthrough. A date night instead of watching a TV show. Nice. Ooh. Fantastic. Sounds wonderful. I'm trying to figure out... I want to do some kind of patterning on it or something, but... I don't know. Had you played it before? No, I don't think Palm has played any of the Zelda games, right? A full... They're doing a full playthrough of every Zelda game. So, if you are not following Palm for this fantastic Zelda, every game Zelda playthrough, you should. You definitely should. I need to wrap up soon, y'all. Maybe I'll do all the small ones and I'll save the big one. The big one I might do a different color. I think that's going to be the goal here to finish up the night. I don't even know what music's playing after this Zelda stuff wraps up. Oh, it's about to wrap up too. Shit. Alright, I cannot go any later than like 2:30. So I've got to push, get all these small little white grass things done, hopefully in the next like 15 minutes. Because it's bedtime, y'all. Past bedtime, actually. Way past. 2 a.m.? Oh my god. I've had so many nice, wonderful people. A hype train. Like, bizarre that I haven't streamed in almost a week. And y'all are still here. So sweet. So in the upcoming streams for the painting, honestly, the cool thing about getting this yellow spiky grass done is it's almost the final bit of underpainting. I have the big spiky plant to do. And probably a few other small flourishes. I never did the fence in the back here, which you can barely see it. It's like this gray area back here. Kind of goes along the path in the back there. But that's like the last thing that hasn't been filled in. And then essentially all of the surface will have been covered in some sort of paint. There will be no more like exposed paper, which is great. So that'll be probably the stream, like the goal for the next stream will be to finish that part for sure. Maybe do a few other small touches and really get this ready for the final push of outlining and doing linear detailing all over everything. Figuring out what the texture is going to be for the bushes and the trees, how I might push the path texture just a little bit more and add some sort of linear touch to it to give it a bit of flow. And then once I figure out some of those final texturing bits and the shrubs, the trees, and the path, then it'll be time for final outlining on everything. So we are getting there. It has taken a while to get to this point, and there's still a while to go, but I'm feeling optimistic about this. Quite. I figured yellow would probably be the right call for all of this spiky stuff, but I just wasn't sure, you know. But now that I've done it, I feel good about it. I am up so late past my bedtime. Ooh, I'm gonna regret this tomorrow. This much I know. I'm noticing a lack of these yellow grass bits over here. I think I'm gonna add one right in here. I'm gonna come back to it after I do these other ones. Okay, I like the placement of that one. I think it's great. And why not one right in here? I just had to add a few more in, you know, of course. Okay. Couple more white pieces in there to fill in. Feels better. I just added a little bit more work, but no big deal. This won't take very long. It won't take very long at all. I can fill these in basically no time. You know, for how lackluster some of the era of the Wii was for some games, honestly though, the music, so fucking chill. So good. Oh shit, there was a lot of extra paint on there. Whoa. It's fine. All right, this is good. Man, it's just, I'm so glad I did all this stuff in white first because it just pops so much better. You just get such a more clear color representation. It added some extra work, but it's worth it. You're like, what chill we track is this? Photo list from the photo channel. This is fucking photo app menu music. So good. Oh my god, a droplet. Fortunately, in a kind of far off spot. I can just ignore that the rest of the night. It'll be fine. Ooh, this last one was a mess. The one I made down here. Oh my god, what the fuck am I doing? Woof, I just keep fucking this up. Okay. I'm gonna take a little bit of this darker green and just add some texture grass sprigs into some of these, you know. Yo, Jade. Thank you for the hosts. Hope you're doing well. Wii music. So chill. I'm glad you're doing well, Jade. Well, I shouldn't presume you're doing well, but I'm glad you're here. I hope you're doing well. I hope the fact that you're able to be here means you're doing well. You're on your break? Nice. Back at work. I know you had your week off. And it was, you know, as good as it could be. Well, 2 weeks. No, it was 2 weeks, wasn't it? 3 weeks. Yeah, it was more than a week. Fucking wild. They mark me off for something that's not in the knowledge base. We're supposed to only go by what KB tells us to. So they're sending it back because you won. Oh, about your recent quality assurance check. Good. Glad you won. kind of unnecessarily mark somebody like that. Nah. How about that? Nah. Scored a 94, which should have been a 98. Get that extra 4% back. Shit. Yeah, I'm sure that has 1% below getting your max pay. Yeah, I was about to say, it seems like it's a way to like keep you from, you know, getting good reviews for pay purposes. Won the argument because they couldn't go against you using KB to a T. Good. All right, so I still got my gray green. I now have a pink that I didn't really use. Yeah, I think this gray-green will be nice to outline these shrubs. So I can actually use it after all, which is good. Oh, I need to find new... I gotta use a new paper towel to cover these because this palette is so fucked up. You have to average a 95 for the week, or it takes me from 1850 to 1350 an hour? Shit. What? The fuck? The fuck? That sounds wild. Fucking ooh. That's stressing me out just saying it out loud. My god. So that's it for me tonight. I feel like, considering I had no plans to stream tonight, and I'm staying up this is very late. I actually need to like go. Be in bed by like 2:45. I already brushed my teeth before the stream, so I can just literally shut this off, go to bed, which is what I have to do. So we're gonna raid someone, but I'm gonna probably be a bad raider. One moment, I'm gonna be right back. I actually need to go ahead and take care of this paint and stuff before I officially sign off. So I'll be right back in like 2 minutes or so after I get this paint secure in a container. Keep it wet for the next session. Mwah. I'll be back in just a moment. BRB. Hey, no worries, Jade. Now it's lunch break. Enjoy the rest of your break. If it's ending, good luck with the rest of your night. I'll be back in just... Okay, sorry for the shaky cam. But the paint is secured for another day. We're good. Yellow back. I will be back maybe tomorrow night. Definitely Saturday night. I mean, I say this and I slept through the two past streaming nights that I had planned because of my days off. Falling asleep at freaking 9 o'clock. But the plan is to stream Saturday night. I'm gonna try and take like a cute little power nap maybe when I get home from work. And eat dinner, you know, like a quick little hour and a half thing. And hopefully I don't just sleep all night and wake up at 2 a.m. like I have been. So what happens is I'm like, oh, I'm just, you know, 8 to 10. I'm gonna just slide into a little nap and then wake up. But instead of waking up in time to stream, I wake up at 2 a.m. still on the couch. And then I just have to go to bed. So hopefully that doesn't happen. No promises. But my goal is to stream on Saturday night. Maybe tomorrow night because I really was feeling the painting tonight. Feels like it was a good progress night. Things are happening. Things are looking good. Yeah. So I'll be back. I'll be back to paint. I'll be back to play Skyward Sword at some point very soon. You'll see me anywhere between 1 and 3 times next week. I don't know. Something like that. Don't count me out yet. Just don't know when it's gonna happen. Let's see who's around. Who is around? Ooh, we got some good choices. Ooh, I see some good choices though. We got Genshin, Dead by Daylight, Fork Knife, Death's Door. What's that? Thank you for being here. Mikkel Beth, thank you for hanging out. Alex, Jade. Who else was here tonight? Palm, Ashanta, Gutta Queen. Thank y'all for the hype train. Kid Knives, I know you were here earlier. Epoa, thank you for the gift subs. Anonymous, thank you for the gift sub. Gutta Queen, thank you for the bits. Hostage, thank you for the gift sub. Oh wait, no, Hostage received the gift sub from Anonymous Gifter. Gutta Queen resubbed. Epoa resubbed. Y'all were sweet tonight. Thank you. I appreciate the support even though I haven't been on as much. It's been nice. Bacchus, I was thinking Bacchus. And I don't know. Well, I don't know what Death's Door is. I'm gonna see. Oh my gosh, it's so late. What have I done? Oh my god, what have I done? He's the one your scroll stopped on. Yeah. Let's go to Bacchus. I get to raid Bacchus. I think I raided Bacchus recently, but you know what? I love Bacchus. It's bedtime. Mwah. Sleep tight, sweet dreams so long. I'll see y'all tomorrow night, maybe. Saturday night, probably. Next week, 1 to 3 times. Keep an eye out for me. Mwah. Love y'all. Bye. Let's get ready for Bacchus. You know the drill. Get your heart emotes. Get your heart emotes ready. Hugs, hearts, love, pride. You know, just go wild. X's and O's. You know, that. I don't know. I'm just going to pick a couple of randoms and go for it. Love y'all. I'll see you later. Bye.